Alright, y'all, welcome back. So, Skate 4. Let's talk about, can you swim in Skate 4? Something I ran into early in my first few hours of the playtest. Welcome back for another video here today. If you like the content, make sure you subscribe. It says only 32% of us are subscribed on this channel. Go ahead and lock in. Make sure you slap that button if you're enjoying the content, and I'll keep it coming out. So, it's been 1 week since I've been in the playtest, and I just wanted to come back out and talk to y'all a little bit about a few things that I ran into while in the playtest that you may want to actually know about. So, first and foremost, I told a story here on the YouTube channel just recently about how I was on the pier in Skate in the playtest and was kind of doing some tricks near the water and fell in the water. So I was able to kind of get spawned back. That was the only time I actually despawned. Now when I respawned, I was actually on the rocks that weren't really fully actually rendered on the bottom of that pier under the bridge. And what happened was is basically I ended up having to find a way off the ground because you can't go over the water, you'll just disappear. So can you swim and skate? No. Do I think you should be able to swim and skate? That's another question. So what I had to do basically to wrap that quick story up, for those of y'all who did not see that video, go ahead and tap in with that. Basically what happened is that I went ahead and I found the opposite side of that bridge, and I was able to see something over there that you could grab, like a visual cue that will actually allow you to just grab it and then jump up to the top of the pier. So that was real tight. Pretty cool thing that we were able to actually go ahead and get back up and continue our skate, because I forgot to put a marker up there, man. So no session marker was actually set, so I had to actually just find my way up there or close the game. I was like really close to closing the game. But you cannot swim and skate. Do I think you should be able to swim and skate if it doesn't become an issue of just, you know, having folks do it correctly? Because if you're just in the water and it's taking up a bunch of memory and you're slow and you can't really move and things like that, maybe just despawn and respawn. So just keep it that way. But if you're in the water and you can kind of move on some GTA stuff, at least just wade water into the other side of the clearance or wherever you need to kind of go to get to where you need to go on land, do that. But again, you can't swim in skate, and I think that's going to be a little bit challenging sometimes in a more, you know, up-to-date new gen, next gen, old current gen, whatever gen you think we're on right now, and wherever this game's going. I think it's going to PS4, so wherever you're playing it at, technically, I feel like with that being said, you should be able to probably move in the water at least. But it is a skateboarding game. You're supposed to be on your board doing things like that. Who knows what they'll open up with people being able to just jump into the water and you know, be able to swim and do things like that. There'll probably be different things going on where people aren't even skating anymore. So I have no idea, but that's one thing that I wanted to talk about. Second thing is that I've been in the playtest for a week, like I previously mentioned, and I just wanted to talk about my experience in the playtest. I feel like there's not enough items in the playtest for you to actually rock on your character for the free ski. I feel like maybe they want us to end up paying for a lot of this stuff in loot box ways, and then when you actually receive merch and gear in the game, it really depends on your luck in the game. It's more of a loot box process, so you can get any random item. It's not like you earn, you know, money in the game where you could purchase whatever you want to with the currency you earn from your skate competitions and things like that. You get like the old formula. You are able to kind of just do those tournaments, win out, get close enough to winning out so you can get a new board, fix your trucks up, improve your speed, do different things like that. So I do want to say that that is absent in this game, if anybody was wondering. I haven't heard a lot of people talking about kind of fixing up the trucks. One of my commenters, shout out to you, man, I wish I remembered your name. Thing is that that is a valid question, because what is actually going to happen when you have the ability to earn all this stuff in loot boxes? That currency probably will get stale. So you're not earning any currency from like beating other people in competitions. You're not earning any currency from like doing anything cool in the game, getting a Thrasher. You know, you get paid for a Thrasher magazine cover. You get paid for a photo shoot for going over a huge gap. You get a Nike sponsorship from doing this and that. You get a Diamond Supply sponsorship and a new board from, you know, completing this challenge and doing this different gap, and, you know, manualing for 2 seconds on some important landmark. So I don't know, it just seems like we're missing that aspect, and I know that's more of a solo single player thing, but we're missing single player, man. I don't care if the game is online. We need a single player experience where you go through, try to build your rep or something in the actual game of Skate 4, whatever you want to call it. You should be able to build your rep in that game and be able to go ahead and kind of have a immersive experience of some sorts. I know we're online, I know it's supposed to be community based and everything like that, but when it comes to the story of Skate, that's what gave it the grunge, that's what gave it the feel, that's what gave it the look, that's what gave Skate that immersive feel where you felt like you were the skateboarder. And the thing is that if you aren't like an actual skater, Skate is supposed to immerse you in the world of Skate so that you could feel like when you're not outside skating, you know, similar to like Madden or something, or another game that you're playing, you could at least feel like you're doing something in the Skate universe. And I'm talking about the actual, not the game, but in skateboarding, in the skateboarding universe, you could feel like you're doing something, you know, learning some new trick you ain't never heard of, or coming up with some new line that you never heard of, or something like that. So keep in mind, man, it seems like the people in this game love it and are enjoying it, but we do need that solo experience. We need that, and we also just need some better opportunities to earn currency. I think it should go back to being some actual money currency in the game, so that you could actually earn this stuff and buy things. So you're like, your hard work in the challenges, you cook up that challenge and you do things like that, and you're able to go ahead and keep that going as far as like your money and the things that you're doing in the game. So if you guys love the content and you want to be a part of the channel and the community that we have here, we do have a membership club. We're about to drop some new emotes for some of my Skate content people, so you could drop the, you know, the dog grinding on a high rail or something like that. And if you missed my last video, you'll probably see it pop up on your screen here on the left hand side. Go ahead and lock in with that. Y'all been showing out on the content. I rock with y'all and y'all rock with me, man. And that's how it is, man. We're building an immersive and kind of really uplifting community in here. We get some toxicity in the comments, but it doesn't matter. Everybody's still welcome. Again, appreciate y'all locking in. I'll see y'all in the next one.